Hello and welcome to another edition of the One Kindred, One Business Initiative series brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. My name is Kenneth Amechi and I'm a professor of business and sustainable development at the University of Edinburgh in the UK. I hold a chair in sustainable finance at the European University Institute in Florence, Italy, and I'm the chief economic advisor to the Imo State government, a job I do on a part-time basis. Today promises to be very interesting because we have started showcasing OKOBI businesses. And today we have a very interesting group. We are very much into ghostwriting. But before we start, I would like to invite my co-moderators as usual, Professor Jude Nzako, to say hello to you. Prof, you are muted in case.
Thank you. Thank you, Prof. Hello, viewers and panelists. I welcome you all to yet another edition of OKOBI webinar series. Today is a unique we have a unique platform here today. So I pray that you all sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. My name is Professor Jude Nzako, and I'm the Director General for Imo State Investment Promotion Agency. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof. And I also invite Dr. Oke Anukwem to say hello to the audience. Okay, whilst we're sorting out that, for those who might be new to the OKOBI series, I will share a clip that will give you an overview of what OKOBI means.
Susie, name I will give you some. What did with alone? No, your company. You see one name, Badu Dodo. Oh, you can't write a company with her. Him Namuke, OKOBI. Eleke OKOBI. Equal to Penyamazu. Oh, Shelemania. I won't train you, Maka. Yabun in Bay Makokobi. Ngwagente. OKOBI, what matter? My government, he will. Iji Kochapobi, I'm not wounding Madisi Agara. OKOBI get killed up to Hirano. Makagio, Makon Hobodogini, Nani, Ariana Buruburu, get Jeputan, no, you're Bulagino Munne, no one nugget. Ndieni, Mabunti Obodogi, when Ricky Wakotaka me, Mebutayama, Dika, Izo Coco, Azo, Okebeke, Iko Pineapple, Eso Manonko, Mobum Manango, not to see him does a dichichi, Uno has it choose a regime, Corporing Hegami Putego, Una Wapuze Yoso, Gapotronia Jokwa, Chief Economic Advisor, no Chichi State Imo, Ogabazu Nolu, no to Ziaka, Hazu Urage Jimea, Kokusike, Mamitezim Poro, Ogenyawaka, Nico Apoto Hirono, Yantina Choro no Budo. Ikonye makare kwenti ha, kampo ahos bosbo. Ngwa were ihe de dataya 0701 351 2035 0701 351 2035 Mobu 0911 436 0076 0911 436 0076 Ikpora ige nweta osisa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ bụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI ụmụnna wike ọwụ ha agha.
Dr. Oke Anukwem, are you available now to say hello to the audience before we proceed? Okay, let's go straight to business then. Before she comes back, maybe Udo, do you want to give us an idea of the size of the market we are looking at here?
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, can you give us the size of the market? Because you would have done your own sampling of who is out there. Can you say this ghostwriting market in Imo State or in Nigeria, how much is it worth by your own estimation?
Prof, actually, I am not a statist. I didn't read statistics, and I have not. But I believe it was millions of naira. But the only thing is that we have not been able to recoup every dime that goes out for ghostwriting services. For instance, I believe Nigerian, unlike the Western world, have not really invested much in education, and they don't care. Plagiarism everywhere, and there is nobody regulating all these things. because the ghostwriting should be more than $100 million. One is most services, people undercharge for such intellectual services. And intellectual property, you're a professor, is very expensive. So I believe because of poverty too, many people offer these services just on peanut. But I believe if we revolutionize this particular act, this ghostwriting job or business, you see that many people, the society will come to appreciate. There are many things that are lacking in this country, the problems. We are trying to solve the symptoms and not the cause itself. For instance, if you look at the trend now going, people think that to make money, young boys, they don't need education, they don't need to go to school. Just go to Anambra, go to Imo, go to one native doctor, and then ebunyegike, ijikweni school again. Ebunyegike, that is it. They buy the certificates. Even people are also using ghostwriting wrongly. When you go into the exam hall to write for your friend or somebody pays you, you go and impersonate for him or her. That's ghostwriting in the wrong manner, because you can't go there and write his or your name. You're going to write as if he is the person.
Okay.
These are
just stay there, right? I think you're making very good point, because there are also the ethical issues involved in ghostwriting, which we may not be able to explore today. There is also the danger of AI, which might cannibalize your business, because most people now can do things with AI. It would be also nice to know how you are thinking about this problem. Maybe this is a good time to bring in Engineer Paul. Paul, do you want to say hello to our audience? And maybe based on your engineering background, you can also reflect on the dangers of AI to ghostwriting. Do you want to unmute yourself, Paul, and say hello to us? Is Engineer Paul with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Thank you for having me. In every positive development, there are also the other side of it. The development of AI actually has empowered so many people who are not as creative, who are not naturally creative, to do what it entails. It's a means of giving a lot of Nigerians or a lot of people who do use such devices or such appliances to get out a very good final end result. However, ghostwriting involves much more than the writing. When you research, there are things you do intuitively. There are things that no AI can do. And the research you do is quite important to your final result.
Okay, Paul.
As a ghostwriter.
Yeah, hold it there. Yeah, I can hold you. I mean, I can hear you, but hold it there, because I mean, the technicalities of ghostwriting is something anyone who is interested in your business can always follow up. But I think we're interested in your own story in terms of how you got excited about this opportunity, and also how this story, your story, can inspire other people in Imo State, because OKOBI is about creating opportunities for ourselves, creating jobs, creating shared prosperity. So somebody out there listening to us today, what would you tell that person, young person, to consider, young or old anyway, and the opportunities you have encountered through ghostwriting? And just sell it to me. I think that's the point. Sell it to me if I'm looking for something to do, and I can write, I can read, I can research. Just sell the ghostwriting business option to me.
Okay. One fact of life is that you don't see opportunities you are not looking for. You don't. And in a lot of cases, opportunities don't reveal themselves. You unwrap or you unwrap it, and whatever you do in life has a lot to do with passion. Ghost writing is actually a form of rendering service. What triggered my involvement was the fact that Africa is looked at as an undocumented continent or a dark continent. The opportunity most other climes have is that they've been able to document their history. Let me just sidestep a little. In the area of medicine, the Asians are doing well. They are on top of their game in the world today because they were able to document all the practices.
No, Paul, I can understand that bit. I'm trying to say, sell this to me because a young person listening, I mean, people want to make money, right? They also want to live fulfilling lives. So, and you think there is an opportunity in this ghostwriting business. So if you've seen that opportunity, what is it? Just in a nutshell, because we are running out of time. I need to
Okay. The fact is that for any young person, the need in your immediate environment should be the first thing that will trigger whatever decision you want to make. In every venture that helps people to be better, there's potential wealth hidden in it. In every step you take to enhance your immediate environment, as a young person, you have the desire to, or you have the calling, or you have the passion to write, you already have a business at hand waiting for you. Then when you look at yes.
Okay,
no, so it's not something fine. That
that's fine. I mean, just to stay there, Udo, Dorothy, and Paul, you have an interesting model, and we want to invite you to consider also applying. We have a grant for OKOBI businesses that will be running out soon. It's still on to the 15th of July, and I'll play this clip so you hear it yourself, and also our listeners can also take advantage of this grant.
Gịnị mere? Ị chọrọ ịkọwara m ụzọ m n'isi ụtụtụ a?
Kọwakwara gị ụzọ gị? Mba, ọ dị ebe mkpa m ji chọrọ gị bịa n'isi ụtụtụ a. Ịnụkwala sị ndị OKOBI wepụtara another business grant.
Ọzọkwa, cherekwa OKOBI ọhụrụ nke anyị mere n'afọ gara aga, ke mụ na ndị grupu m gbara ndị mbụ ebunye anyị billions upon millions of naira.
Gba, nke m na-agwa gị na nke ọhụrụ OKOBI business grant ọhụrụ a na-enye ndị azụmahịa ohere inweta 1 million naira, 2 million naira, ma ọ bụ narị 5 million naira.
Amara m OKOBI nụ. Biko maka ndị dị ka anyị riterela ego na nke mbụ, enwekwara olileanya ịga-ritekwa ọzọ ka ọ ghara ịwụ m gaa ebe ahụ ọzọ asị m lawanye ohere ka ndị ọzọ rite.
Onye tọrọ ihe ka achịkwa na-eme agwa gị ọ bụrụ na azụmahịa gị eruola oge ha nyere gị olileanya dịrị gị na ọ kweta mụta shema apply.
A na-ajụkwa ajụ abụ m maka ochie na OKOBI grant nọ. Aga m aga na webụsaịtị www.imostetsce.ng bịa aka na link ozugbo ọ bụrụ mfiam gaa na application page maọbụ m akpọ 09114360076 ka ezitere m application form na fon m.
Ma Ugo, ị na-ekwekwa ekwe ịmụtachala ihe ọ bụ OKOBI grant a ga-akwụrụ ọnụ n'abalị 15 n'ọnwa Julaị na-abịa abịa n'afọ anyị nọ n'ime ya.
Ụmụnna, OKOBI business grant bụ atụmatụ ọkụ n'ọnụ nke IHS Nigeria, African Business Affairs na ọchịchị steeti Imo tikọtara isi ọnụ iji kwalite ndị azụmahịa melitere ha ọnọdụ. Ya bụ ndị otu gị na azụmahịa unu nọ kemgbe na-achọ ihe unu ga-eme iji bulie azụmahịa unu. Oge ruola OKOBI ga-emere gị ya. Ejikwala ya egwu egwu.
OKOBI, ụmụnna wike ọwụ ya agha.
Okay, Prof.
So thank you, Prof. I know our time is fast spent. It looks like Dorothy is back here now. It would be good for Dorothy. There was a question for you earlier on to tell the young people who are listening how they can get into this ghostwriting business, whether for your group or for some other groups. Any challenges, anything they should be worried about? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Prof. Okay, for young persons, what I do is to have an open mind, okay? Have that open mind and willingness to learn. You do your research, And you have to be on the social media because you cannot, for people to see you, you need to be online to be seen. You sell yourself, you promote yourself. So you need to be online, maybe on Facebook or any of the social media platform that you use, and then tell the world what you do. Because without you saying that this is what you do, nobody might want to patronize you. But then you start with little project. It could be helping people to write their proposal, maybe for students who might be too busy or they want to write their proposal. You could start from there. You do your research. Everything is online. As far as you have phone, you have your data, you can always go online and research, get materials, and then start from there. It's everything is online. So if you are willing, you want to learn, and also the place of mentorship is very, very important, because you cannot just say you want to just start on your own. You always need someone to mentor you, someone who has been there to guide you, to show you the way. So as someone who is interested, our team is also open for interested persons who might want to join, who might want to either make money for themselves as side hustle or full-time. Or you're also interested in listening to people's story, helping them to put out their story in form of books. You are also welcome. The important thing is that you have that willingness to take that risk, because everything is risk. You have that willingness to take that risk. The opportunity is there for you. So just reach out, and then you'll be guided on what to do, the steps to take, and how to go about it. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you for that. And I hold you to your word. This business, ghostwriting business, lucrative. I'll come back to you on that. Prof, over to you.
Okay, thank you. And Udo, do you have a number people can reach you on? Only again to naturally reach you, either to give you business or to join you. Can you give out that number quickly before we move on?
Hello?
No, I'm talking to Udo Nguma. Are you there? Can you give out this number?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please, can you give out that number quickly so that we can move on?
You can reach us on 080-3649-5040. 080.
Just boy again, sorry.
Okay. 080-3649-5040.
Okay, so onye chiri join onye business or number. Okay.
Yes. There are other numbers you can also use to reach us.
But boy, quickly, just go on.
Okay. You can also reach us on 081.
Okay, yeah, chat. I will read it out before we
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm rushing to get to the end because I want to awkward them by any man. There's the worker from the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor. Can you tell us about the program from the community, please?
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. And hello, listeners. Welcome to, thank you for staying with us till this moment. It's been an interesting and very insightful section. So I just want to touch base on what the office has been up to with regards to the One Kindred, One Business initiative. And as you know, we've been promoting it and so many people are coming on board. Businesses there are thriving and we are still open to having more people on board. So at the moment, our office is championing a course where we want communities who are interested in setting up. Sorry? Okay, Prof. Okay, at the moment, our office champion a course where we want to empower more communities who are interested in starting their OKOBI businesses. So Aurona Elaikri, the idea of OKOBI in an into all this while. I know on board. How can you come together with your people to start your own business? And you don't really know how to start. But we are now saying that we can actually help you to start. From just the fact that you like the idea, we can help you from that idea point to the point where you have your own business as a community. So what does this mean? We have consultants that have already been paid to help your community. So if you're a member of any community in Imo State, there are 655 communities in Imo State. If you're a member of any of this community, either as a member, either as a president general, either as an AZE, anybody, and you want your community to benefit or to start an OKOBI business, Bikobia. Why in call us on our number, call us on our number 0911-436-0076. I will take it again, 0911-436-0076. Just call this number, and we are going to assign a consultant to you that will come discuss with you, with your group, and find out, assess the needs in your community or the areas that your community can fit in, and provide solution in such a way that you end up creating your own thriving business, your own community business that will thrive and liberate your community, create employment, create wealth, create sustainable jobs. So we are committed, but the thing is that this offer is very, very limited. We can't do for all. So it's on a first come, first served basis. So why but we are going to offer you free consultancy services, and that consultancy services will be like a handholding. Making sure that from that idea you have, from that interest you have, we develop it into a business that will sustain you. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the other thing to mention, a WhatsApp number, which is 0901-168-9113.
Yes.
So I'm again on abroad. The number again is 0901-168-9113. WhatsApp. And like she said, 655 autonomous communities. Now it's important to emphasize that, because autonomous communities is business. Imo State Concord Hotel, Imo State Avuto Poultry, Imo State Imo Standard Shoes. Your own autonomous community from having a business. Nothing. You can set up a poultry farm, you can set up a fish farm, whatever you want to do at the community level. And this community business or autonomous community business can create jobs for our people. Or we can do 10 jobs, we can do 100 jobs. Nothing stops us from doing these things. So I have the essence of OKOBI. But I know when you get spend, I need a consultant again until you register business soon. Even the business registration, I need a where for you. So and what's the excuse? The guy has always go. And I get a their proposal. Business. So this is an offer. Like she said, we can't support 655 communities. Unfortunately, it's competitive. And that's our philosophy. So if you want to reach Udo Nguma Nando to ya, number doesn't only keep 081-242-5598. No, we can call 0803-6495-040. So Aunga Ohani Nono Ta. So that leaves me the opportunity to thank our panelists, Dorothy and Paul, and also my co-moderators, Professor Jude Nzako and Dr. Okeanokwem, and my team members, Jovita Agu, Mrs. Adeze Nwaka, Ms. Adeza Shaheme, Ms. Uba Namani, and I remain your host, Professor Kenneth Amechi, and see you next time.
Chichi baby, now you be this longest time, oh. See as you dey shine. You be like say you don't get job for oil company, oh.
Oil company job, ke? I no get any oil company job, oh. This shine where they see me shine so. Now as a result of OKOBI.
Which one be OKOBI now? I beg also for your babe, oh. I need help bad.
Now you never hear about OKOBI. OKOBI now one kindred, one business initiative. We go help wipe out poverty and create employment for you and everybody for your community. Check around you now. Use your sense. Calculate any business business where you go fit set up together with your kinsmen, community members, and even your friends, whether na rice farming, palm kernel shells, poultry, fishery, pineapple production, rabbit keeping, oil production, honey production, plus other etc. Set them up as joint business with your family and friends. Then reach out to the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to Imo State Government. Him go guide you, direct you as you go take do am. This business go work well, bring go bonge profit and create employment for we people.
How I go fit get them for phone, I beg?
Oh, yeah, call this number. You go get all the answers where you need about OKOBI. 0701 351 2035. 0701 351 2035. Or you call 0911 436 0076. 0911 436 0076. Or you book appointment to get meeting to find out everything about OKOBI. OKOBI, now the feature of the shared prosperity agenda of the Executive Governor of Imo State, Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma.
OKOBI, Omona Wike, Owoyala.
It's green for me.
Udo, please, can you tell us, say hello to the audience and then tell us about your business?
Thank you very much, Prof. The panelists, the moderators, I greet you. Our listeners, hello to everyone. Good day from wherever you are listening to us. Yes, today we want to share about our business. That's the ghostwriting business. Yes, through the initiative of the government group-owned businesses, we assembled ourselves as a team of writers who can help document our stories. Because storytelling is very important, and storytelling is something each and every one of us has a story to tell. That is to say, everybody gets story to talk. Then the manner or the ability to do that effectively has been the challenge. So that is where we step in. So our business will help you document your stories, wherever form it is coming out from. And as a business, we take some fees from you. So that's what we do. And we do it as a team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Udo. Can you tell us a bit about how the business started? How did you come up with this idea? And when did you start?
Okay, thank you very much. You know, over the years, one thing for sure is that most of us, everybody has been a ghostwriter at one point or the other. When somebody will tell you, please write a letter for my mom, write a letter to my dad or whatever. And at the end of the day, you're not putting your name, you're putting the name of the person who engaged you in the writing. So invariably, you are a ghost writer. And we have seen that if you continue to do it at this magnitude you are doing it now, it is very, very important that you work as a team. Because as an individual, you cannot achieve much because you are limited to scope, your style of writing, your voice, and all those things, your profession. So we have thinking about it, but good enough. Each of these team members, we have been doing it on our own. Like myself, I even have a lecture platform where I teach people. I have my students. Same with each and most of our team members. So we have been doing this business on individual basis until when I got to join OKOBI through our cooperative. So one thing very sure is that OKOBI supports group-owned business. So what it occurred to me, that was earlier last year, that can't we join together since we know each other, because we share books, we share ideas together, particularly myself and Mr. Paul. We have been friends for a very long time. He runs his own business. I said, okay, earlier last year, I decided, why can't we synergize? He is an engineer, me, I'm an educationist. So if he has a project, at least, even if I don't know much about what he's doing, I can be an editor. Please check the English. Like Miss Dorothy is a nutritionist. He's in the medical field. She has been healing through feeding and all those things, working in the hospital. He has seen where miracles happen. So in that case, we now try to synergize and now say, can we form a team? We did. And we now formed that is when the company started. We now went to the CAC, registered the business, and started working. We started working together. So when we started it, we now saw that OKOBI will leverage us, like what it has been doing to other businesses. We are group-owned business, and for sure, we know that OKOBI is not only in terms of agriculture. OKOBI is not only for the OKOBI encompasses every group-owned business. That is when I started to see that I can really seek help, seek that support from OKOBI. That is where we are today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And what is the name of your organization? Okay,
we are writing under the aegis of CUIT EDUSERVE Limited. CUIT is the CUIT. EDUSERVE, that's Educational Services Limited, is a company registered under the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. So we've been working, giving people all the necessary educational assistance they need, both formal and informal. So our clients are drawn from every walk of life. So that is the name of.
How many of you are involved? I know you mentioned that it's group owned. So how many of you are involved in the business? Or in terms,
yes.
Do you want to tell us more about the ownership as well, if you don't mind?
Yes, 8 of us are directors of that business, the people that really started it. Then, but we are expanding to 15. We have 15 active members drawn from various professions, because we give that opportunity. Like, if you are good in your own profession, you're a director. That is how we structure the business. So we have people, the directors from different walks of life, so that when we get a project, you are the person who is going to share it. So we are currently 15, and we keep expanding because many people are really joining us to learn how to write, to learn how to tell their stories. So this is something that is growing every day, and we didn't limit it only to Imo State, like most cooperative. We are just in the academia, and everybody who has that passion, who can write, who can read, and who is very, very passionate about documentation, research, you can be part of us. So we are we have so many, like I say, freelancers everywhere who bring stories where they are finding it difficult, they come to us. So they are not actually our employees, but actually they can work on part-time basis. So, but for now, we are 15 in number, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So let me pause and see if Professor Jude Nzako or Dr. Kanu would like to come in before I press on with other questions.
Okay, Prof, thank you. This guy, Udo, I think he got a wonderful idea. Ghostwriting, as you say, is not new. It's something many of us got involved at some stage or the other. But looking at it as a business, where is your registered address at the moment?
We operate from MCC, number 12 MCC Road. Then locally, as in my residence address, we work from Opo Fezni Itembise. So because most of our facilities, our library is there at Opo Fezni Itembise. We have our research work, 24 hours Wi-Fi, 24 hours light. This is where we operate. So we have our main quarters from there, but for our correspondence, it's at Owerri, at MCC Road. But for here,
Right.
people can come and do their research and read. We like reading. That's part of it.
Okay, what I mean is your register with CAC. What is your registered address with CAC?
Okay, that's 12 AMC0, sir.
Okay, excellent. And are you covering all the sectors? Are you interested in certain sectors that where you have a skill set? Or is it any you're prepared to consider anyone from any background to join you?
No, we attempt or we do work in any project at all. That is why we work as a team. We have a medical doctor in our midst. We have an engineer. We have a food scientist. We have a geologist. We have educationists. So there's no project you bring. We write profiles. We have memos, white papers. We write books. We write novels. So we document every corporate and private sectors. We write for individuals, we write for corporate organizations. So we have the skill set. That is why we keep expanding. If we have any project that is very challenging, we look at for that particular person and draw in. But for now, with the way we are structured, I think there's no particular profession or particular project we cannot undertake. We have researchers in our midst. Some of us, a member of us is a HOD in Federal University of Education. We have art critic in our midst. We have Reverend Fathers. Even most times, Professor Bongade is also part of us. So he's an economist, Lagos State University Business School, Lagos Business School. He's a professor there. So we have Reverend Dr. Jude. Yes.
So how long has this project been going?
It's almost a year now. We'll be working on individual basis, but we have been at it for more than a year. We have undertaken some projects here in Nigeria, even in Ghana. We have done a project there where we document their culture, the throne, and all those things. We've been working for over a year as a team, but not as individuals. Some of us have started earlier than now. But coming up together as a team, we soon celebrate our 1 year.
Okay. I mean, one of the points that OKOBI seeks to underline is the ability of members to create jobs and sustain themselves as well. So how do you see this? I know that, yes, members, I can join, and I'm quite myself, I'm interested in joining, but how do you see jobs being created in this very project? And what do you think, and how do members really sustain themselves? Assuming I don't have any job, there are a lot of youths out there that can write, that can do what you want. But then, would they be able to sustain themselves through this very project?
Yes, very, very much. You can. Because personally, from my own take and some of my team members, they quite understand that if you are well equipped, the only challenge why people will say they cannot sustain, when you say education is a scam, it is not. Like, I know how many projects I have undertaken under this, and it's for a fee. And we have the partners abroad who will give us project at any point in time to write for them. Even just that, one thing about ghostwriting is that anonymity. You don't take public credit for your works. So I cannot stand here now to start telling you this is who did the job or who did not do it. But the work is so overwhelming that as long as you are good, you can read, you can write very well, you are good, you are research oriented. There's a one in 2021, I did a job for my community and they know it paid. So these are the things we look at.
All right. Just let me, if you don't mind, how much would you say you have made personally in this 1 year you've operated? Yes, I know it's a person, but that will also help some other people like you out there who will want to venture into ghostwriting.
You can also
So
give an average or maybe a scope in a scale, one, say if you don't want to be that specific.
Yes.
Yeah, one thing is that because I'm starting, I have so many works I've done pro bono. But there's a particular contract that paid me up to $6,000. So
$6,000.
Yes, most of my team, some of them have undertaken their own personal work, but as a team, I cannot really say this particular business is. It depends. There are two ways to it. One, you can offer pro bono services when it comes to the fact that you want to help a particular knowledge in the society. But when you have individuals, corporate entity, government entity, they can pay you money you may not earn in working as a civil servant in 1 month. So I don't want to mention figures here, please.
Okay.
Let them join, they will enjoy it. I mean it. But you, within a year, you can earn up to $10,000. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I think that's sufficient. Then in your internal structuring, if I am a ghostwriter and a member of your team and I secure a project paying $10,000, how much of that money would I keep? And how much of that money will come to the company?
Yeah, if you get a job like that, maybe a job, you have 10%, the company keeps 40 and 60% for those who engaged their time and their time for the job, those who helped for us, because what is important is the timeline of our client. So it varies. So if we have a job where you get a job, we already have 10% of the pay, the company takes 40, and those who go to the field, if need be, or those who participated or engaged in those to get that work actualized, they have the 60%.
Okay, I think for one of time, I have stopped here. Prof, over to you.
Fantastic. I mean, that's very interesting. Udo, I'm just wondering, before I go over to Dorothy. Dorothy, just prepare yourself because we're coming straight to you. Udo, if you're in the grand scheme of things, I think I like your model because it's not limited to the local environment. One can say you have even politicians, during the election time, people need to write their manifestos and do other forms of publication, which you can help them with. But your model also goes beyond Imo State and Nigeria. So somebody can commission you from anywhere in the world. So this is kind of a fantastic business model that transcends space, okay, in the location, in the way we try to frame it. And it also points to the fact that you can stay in Imo State, you can stay in Owerri and earn decent money from abroad. So you don't need to travel.
That's for sure, Prof. That's for sure.
So it's a global economy. Digital has made the economy very inclusive, global economy. So you can stay from wherever you are, and you don't need a lot. Just your computer. Maybe if you don't have grid power, you can use solar and other ways of powering that small computer, and you get work done. It's all about your intellectual work, and it's about how we, because also Imo State has a lot of literate people, how we can convert our intellectual assets into money, into value creation of different sorts. So I applaud what you're doing with your colleagues. But let me bring in Dr. Keanukwem briefly before we move on to Dorothy.
Yeah, Prof, I'm sorry, I've been having a lot of network problems. However, this is like AI in human beings, if you understand what I mean. What I want to find out is, do you guys have an online presence? where people can reach out to you and get certain things done?
Yes, we don't have a website, though we create websites for people. But we have emails, we have WhatsApp, and this ghostwriting. All you have to do is to reach out to as many as you can through the platform, because one of the things we are doing is in anonymity. So that is the keyword.
Okay, but
if somebody, our online presence is through our TikTok, social media handles. Yes.
Another thing is, how sincere can you all be to yourselves in this project? What I mean is, if you are a professional in agriculture and some other guy is an architect and all that, and then a job comes directly to you, how honest can you all be to let the rest of the group know that a job of such nature came in, where you will forfeit 40% and then the 60% goes to those who did the job? How honest?
Sir, because this is very, very important, because one thing a ghostwriter, one of your qualities is integrity. So if you are that kind of person that cuts corner, definitely you always do a shabby job. So this is an intellectual work. What we understand is, even if when you are doing it, think you can do it alone, we have editors who can check plagiarism if it's a copy, because every work we have to do will be original. If you think you want to go solo, then when the consequences come, the company will not. Because we have seen some clients, if you deal with them individually, at the end of the day, you will not get what you want. But if you go, they are negotiating with a company. You are not negotiating with Tudo in this instance now. Because if you are giving me a job, you are giving it to CUIT, and the payment goes to that place. So you will see it. So if you get a job that is not in the name of the company, we're not going to assist you in doing it. So you get it with the name of the company. Already the payments goes to the company. We will know how much. You have your own share. Whatever we have agreed on, you have it. So it's not that if you want to source it by yourself, maybe we understand. Maybe somebody wants you to draft a profile for him. You can do it pro bono, or you can do it with a very small fee. We don't need such. But with the work we undertake are big projects, writing books, sometimes research. So we can go into a community, like there are some festivals we attended where we can research, trace a particular community to the 13th century. This involves time, this involves research, and one person cannot do it. So if you get this job, the pay is very, very evident. You pay to the company, you know the sharing formula, you take it. So we have been very, very honest about it, sir.
Okay, let me just find out who are signatories to this central account. Who are signatories? Because when money comes in, if you're about 15 in number, who are signatories to that account? You know, we're here to learn. The people listening to us are also out there to learn. So that's why I'm asking these questions. Who are the signatories to this very account, made up of 15 professionals?
Yeah, is any like myself who initiated this idea and started reaching out, the signatory with any 2 other members can withdraw. So that's how we structure it. Myself with any 2 members. So any other 2 directors can sign. That's how we do it. So whereby I think for now, since it's a business that we are still building, definitely with time, some other things, I think you are just giving us an insight of what we should be looking at. But what we have put at 4 is our integrity, our skills and expertise. We know we are really making money out of this, but that extent, because most of us to be frank with you, I have one or two. They have, through this, created jobs for themselves. So what is driving us more is not just the money, but when we saw the money, we were so excited. What is driving us is our ability to document, tell the stories of our fathers, tell our own stories for posterity. That is what has been driving us. So most times when we are excelling because of the passion, not that we first put the money ahead. But now when we saw it that forming this team is a pure business, and that is the OKOBI concept for all of us. Because if you're doing it alone, anybody can be a ghostwriter, like you rightly said. So, but if you work as a team, you are looking for something else. You want to enlighten the society. You want to enlighten the community. You want to write your own names in the sign of time. That is the area we are looking at first. But now, yes, the human factor may play in. You have given us, I believe all the team members are listening. We can still go back to the drawing board to know how we can always look at this if at all it will be a problem in the future. Please. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
My candid advice is that you must immediately have an online presence. It is very important, so that people can reach out to you from anywhere in the world.
Okay. Sure, we'll get it sorted out.
Prof, I'm done. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Oke and Udo, sorry. Feel free to reach out to us if you need support in relation to the website, and we can give you people who might be willing to support. And you also have the Skill Up Imo program, and think through it. You can also find good people that will be able to help you create a compelling and attractive website to help you market your services. So if you are just joining us, this is the One Kindred, One Business initiative series of the Imo State government under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. Ta anyusuga beke, because some of the guests are not Igbo. But it doesn't mean that we are far from you. So from time to time, we can also interject with our local language, so we carry people along. For those joining us, and if not heard about OKOBI, One Kindred, One Business initiative series, I hope this helps.
Chichi baby, now you be this longest time, oh. See as you dey shine. E be like say you don't get job for oil company, oh.
Oil company job, ke? I no get any oil company job, oh. This shine where they see me shine, so now as a result of OKOBI.
Which one be OKOBI now? I beg also for your babe, oh. I need help, bag.
Haba. Now you never hear about OKOBI. OKOBI now One Kindred, One Business initiative. We go help wipe out poverty and create employment for you and everybody for your community. Check around you now. Use your sense. Calculate any business where you go fit set up together with your kinsmen, community members, and even your friends, whether na rice farming, palm kernel shells, poultry, fishery, pineapple production, rabbit keeping, oil production, honey production, plus other etc. Set them up as joint business with your family and friends. Then reach out to the office of the Chief Economic Advisor to Imo State government. Him go guide you, direct you as you go take do this business go work well, bring go bonge profit and create employment for we people.
How I go fit get them for phone, I beg?
Oh yeah, call this number. You go get all the answers where you need about OKOBI. 0701 351 2035. 0701 351 2035. Or you call 0911 436 0076. 0911 436 0076. Or you book appointment to get meeting to find out everything about OKOBI. OKOBI, now the feature of the shared prosperity agenda of the Executive Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma.
OKOBI,
it's green for me.
So welcome back, and let's go straight to Dorothy. Dorothy, how are you? Do you want to say hello to our audience? Unmute yourself and say hello to our audience, and then we take it from there.
Hello, listeners. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you. And from the look of things, you are not Igbo, are you?
I am not, sir. Akwa Ibomite.
You're from Akwa Ibom, okay. And you're a member of this group, which is fantastic. So do you want to tell us about your experience of being part of this OKOBI business?
Yes. Yes, ghostwriting is one lucrative business that people have not yet take advantage or tap into. You know, working as a team helps us to accomplish more because we are a group of like minds sharing the same goal and vision. So coming together to form this business, also key to the OKOBI initiative, is also an amazing thing. Ghostwriting is an economy that people should tap into. A lot of persons are saying there's no job, there is no job. There's actually job. There's actually job, and this ghostwriting. People can do it as a side hustle or as a part-time business because it's lucrative, sir. That's what I want to say. It's been an amazing thing being a part of the group.
Okay. So where are you based at the moment?
I'm based in Imo State, sir.
Ah, you're also in Imo State. Okay, great. So before now, have you heard about this One Kindred, One Business initiative program?
No, before now I haven't, sir. But just of recent that I got to know about OKOBI.
Okay. And you sound like a young person, are you?
Yes, I am. I'm a young person, sir.
Okay, great. I asked because people hear about OKOBI and they think it's just for old people in rural setting, but here are you a young person in the urban area as well, I suspect. So and so far it's worked for you. Do you want to tell us a bit about your background or even your career journey?
Okay. I'm a food scientist by profession. I studied food processing technology, master's in food to Federal University of Technology, where I did my first degree in University of Uyo. And I'm also a member of the Certified Food Scientists of Nigeria and also a member of NIST, Nigerian Institute of Science and Technology.
Yes.
Which is a non-governmental body.
So what brought you to Imo State?
Well, I came here to do my master's school.
Ah, okay.
I came to school in Imo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this writing now, ghostwriting, is it a full-time job for you or are you doing other things?
Well, ghostwriting for me is a full-time job currently. Then I used to do it as a part-time, but now it's a full-time job for me.
Okay. So what's the experience of, do you find it rewarding in any way?
Yes, it's rewarding because I believe everyone has a story, whether you are literate or not. There's that thing inside of you, there's that book inside every individual. So I derive pleasure, writing for people, sharing their stories. When people who could not write are able to, express themselves, and you are able to put down those things, it gives joy because at least prosperity, we always remember them for that. It gives me joy making people, giving voices to their words and then making them express themselves. It gives me joy, sir.
And what do your friends and relatives, what do they think about what you're doing? Because some people might think you are crazy, because every person is busy looking for a job, and here you are saying you're doing ghostwriting. So how are you able to convince them that you're doing something attractive and lucrative?
Well, when they see that, at least they see that I'm doing well for myself and also I'm supportive, that's enough to convince them. What's important is that I am happy with what I'm doing. It's giving me joy, and I am fine and okay, and I'm also supportive to the family as well. That's enough.
Okay, that's fantastic. It's very encouraging, very interesting. And I hope other young people listening to you will be encouraged or motivated to consider what you're currently doing. So let me bring in Professor Jude Nzako.
Hi, sir.
Well, thank you. Dorothy, very, very good to hear that you're an Imo young person and you're fully sustained by this, your income from ghostwriting. And I just pray that other young people who are listening, take the same step that you've taken. But are you currently, have you finished your studies? Or are you still studying?
I have finished, sir. I finished my studies, sir.
Okay, you have finished. Now, taking from your word, you said this ghostwriting is lucrative.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you briefly, for the benefit of those young people who are listening or who will be listening later on, can you briefly give some insight as to how young people can start ghostwriting business, whether even if they don't want to join your current organization, I believe they can also do their own ghostwriting and earn some income. Can you give some idea of how they can get started?
As a young person,